All right, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. JOTA. Today, again, after the super night that we had last night, after the win of Real Madrid against Leipzig in a very, very complicated game, which is, to be honest, it was not easy, right? It wasn't easy at all, right? But you have to assume that every single game in the Champions is not going to be easy, even against a team like Leipzig or even Shakhtar Donetsk or even Sheriff Tiraspol. If you remember, last year we lost against Sheriff Tiraspol, and literally nobody was expecting for that to happen, right? But it happened. So, to me, every time we win, I'm okay with that because I really understand the context, and in this game that is what you have to keep in mind, the context. Okay, so if you take a look at the starting 11 that we had last night against Leipzig, you can see again a bunch of rotations that make it more difficult, way more difficult for the coach to settle down the same group of players so they can get used to each other and play a little bit better, right? Every time you change something, you change a player or a bunch of players or system or tactics or whatever, it is more complicated, right? So to me, the victory, the win from yesterday is very valuable in terms of context, because what Carlo Ancelotti is trying to do in this first stages of the season is try to dosify the players, because what we have ahead is a very long season and we cannot afford to burn out the players in the beginning of the season, right? So for example, last night we had to Camavinga, we had to Tchouaméni in the midfield, Toni Kroos was resting a little bit, and then Modric played again, and in the defense we had to Rudiger replacing to Militao. So we had a bunch of new faces, and of course I knew it was going to be so complicated, but it was going to be even more complicated in the attack if you consider we had another major change because Eden Hazard was not playing and he was replaced by Rodrigo Goes, who for the first time was playing in the number 9 striker position, replacing to Karim Benzema. And also we had to Fede Valverde in the right wing, for not for the first time, right? But it was a very kind of different attack for Real Madrid, and they had to figure out how to play together, right? Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo Goes, and then Fede Valverde. So even with all those big obstacles on the way that you are playing with different players, different tactics and stuff like that, we did a good job winning the game. Yeah, we didn't play fantastic, we didn't play spectacular or something like that, but like Carlo Ancelotti said, most important for now is to keep winning, right? Even Thibaut Courtois at the end of the game or David Alaba weren't very happy with the way we played, but man, this is soccer. Sometimes you can win playing in a very spectacular, amazing, stunning way. In others, you simply have to win. That's it. No matter how you do that, but you have to. There's no other way. So that is right now the big confrontation we are having in Spain, with FC Barcelona fans and commentators in El Chiringuito, that they are okay losing against Bayern de Munich as long as the style is the same or they play okay. It's not okay, man. You have to have the effectiveness to score the goals or score in every single chance you have, right? And Real Madrid was not playing at all very good. It wasn't a great game, that's for sure. But if you only have 2 chances to score and you transform them, man, it's good enough. To me, as a Madridista, that's my mentality, and that is something that I know it is very criticized in Barcelona, because for them, apparently, most important is not only to win, it is the way you win. But man, is that worth it? When you play against a team like Bayern de Munich, right? These guys are great as well. You're not the only one on earth, right? Bayern de Munich, Manchester City, Chelsea, Manchester United, who else? Liverpool, they're great. They are great teams. So it's gonna be impossible for these teams to win in a spectacular ways every single play, every single game. You know what I'm saying? At some point, they will fail. They will have super bad performances. They will have problems. They will have struggles. They will have obstacles on the way. Look at Chelsea right now. Look at Liverpool the other day. They're not playing spectacular, and they are also losing games and losing points. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot pretend to be the, the only team on earth winning in a spectacular way every single game. That's impossible. So to me as a Madridista, look at the last year. The only reason why we won last champions, it was because we were assuming we were not the favorite ones, and we yet won. You know what I'm saying? Because we know how to win. We probably played worse than any of our rivals, but we still had what we have to have in order for us to win the champions. So that is the most important for me. That is what Carlo Ancelotti said. And let me tell you, when it comes to winning, when it comes to be the best, when it comes to lead the trophies or lead standings or whatever it is, it's about to win. Sometimes you will win spectacular, right? And other times it's gonna be a completely different story, and you will have to work hard and wear your butt off in order for you to win. And no matter how great or how bad is the team you are playing against, it really doesn't matter. Because, for example, the other day, I still remember it was an eliminatory between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. We played spectacular when we won 0-4 against Bayern Munich, when Bayern Munich was coached by Josep Guardiola. We played incredible, man. But other times we have played an incredible way and we lost and we got eliminated. Like that time when we got eliminated by Borussia Dortmund in the semi-final in the last season of Jose Mourinho. We got eliminated and we played way better than them. But it is soccer, man. So at the end of the day, in the history books, what they will see is who won, not who played better. So it is a very good news for us to win last night against Leipzig, because although it wasn't a great game, like I've been saying for the whole video, we won. And that is the most important. Or even the most important, or even more important than that, it is the 8th victory of Real Madrid, the 8th win, the 8th consecutive win of Real Madrid in La Liga and the Champions combined. That's unbelievable, man. Since the season 68-69, I think, Real Madrid hadn't had such a great beginning of any season. It's great. We've won every single thing. We've won every single game. Whether La Liga or the Champions, we're winning everything. And if you add up the Super Copa, the European Super Cup, it's 2 more. So Real Madrid has been winning everything. Everything. So we are beginning this season like we ended the last season. Just winning, winning, and winning. So the worst from yesterday, it's probably Rudiger is the player that has been criticized the most in Madrid, because he apparently was kind of slow. He wasn't able to catch up with Nkunku. He lost him in a bunch of times. So we were he was kind of hesitating. And right now, today, in the news, media, papers and stuff like that, they are not blasting Antonio Rudiger, but a little bit criticizing to the German player, because it wasn't his best performance. I think that he will get better over the time, but he still need a little bit more to catch up with the rest of the teammates and be performing in a higher level, right? But other than that, I think he will be good. And other than him, Nacho Fernandez, as usual, he was great. Vinicius wasn't the definitive player that makes everything, right? He wasn't super sharp last night, but even with that, he was one of the best. Rodrigo Goes played really good, and of course Fede Valverde. Oh my God, Fede Valverde, such an incredible player. That player, man, is just nuts. He makes everything. He gets the ball, he drives the ball through, and then when he sees the goal, he shoots on target, man, and normally he will score. And it's amazing because the guy is nuts, and we love him. because he's super humble. The way he celebrated the goal, it was completely out of his mind. He was really feeling the passion, the brand, I mean the buzz, the Madridista feeling that we all have, right? So he was super happy, and we were so happy for him, and hopefully we can see him scoring more and more goals, because I think this guy can do an unbelievable job in Real Madrid. So let's see, but this guy is nuts. So other than that, man, now we are waiting for the next weekend to play in the next game of La Liga, as you know, against Atletico de Madrid. It's gonna be another super important obstacle, another important game. So other than that, as far as the game, that's all. I mean, now I wanted to read y'all and see, how did you leave the game? It was awesome, wasn't it?